You may not know this, but I grew up cutting up mini trucks. Airbags, body drops, that sort of thing. And the one car in my life that I've actually quote-unquote finished was a 1997 Toyota Tacoma. That was bagged, body dropped, had 18-inch wheels, a turbocharged 4-cylinder, and a 72 color paint job that my buddy Frank Recklin put on it. And the truck was called Burnt Taco. Not because I smoked a lot of weed, but because, well, I caught it on fire once. And the story goes, hanging out in my buddy's shop, and I'm cutting something off of the chassis of the truck. I don't remember what it was, but it was a few months old, and I've got a 4-inch grinder, and I'm cutting through a bracket incorrectly. I'm using a grinding wheel instead of a death wheel to cut this bracket off. And I'm trying to be smart about it. You know, I threw one of Mom's bed sheets over the cab to protect the glass, and I'm sitting there grinding and cutting. The music's blaring. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear my buddies yelling. I don't hear them screaming. I don't hear them throwing tools at me as I've set the truck on fire. Not only did I set the truck on fire, but the sparks from the grinder set my shirt on fire. And so I finally smelled the smoke, grabbed the sheet off the cab of the truck and saved that, looked down, and I've burnt a perfect circle into my t-shirt and a perfect circle in my Yeti fur. So that is how Burnt Taco came to be known. And I got a brand new shirt here, which will not protect you from fire. Brimstone, coolant, haterade, Kool-Aid, ketchup, it will stop none of that stuff. But it may attract the opposite sex, which is good. And this is the new triple duct tape edition Jerry Rig shirt. It actually has 3 rolls of duct tape on the back, and you asked for it, it's not black. Got you a gray shirt. So head on over to fsmgarage.com right now and get your brand new Jerry Rig shirt. And in the meantime, I know you want to see this, and I know you want to see this go into this, but that's not what this episode is about. The drag boat is not here. It is moved from this space finally because my friends and I actually got it together in under 3 weeks and sent it to the SEMA show. And right now I'm going to show you a time-lapse video of how the name got painted on the boat and how we fabricated a few things and reassembled it. Now sadly we were thrashing so hard to finish this thing. There's no interviews, there's no talking, there's nothing. This is just time-lapse video of the boat going together and then some really cool footage of it on the show floor in Vegas at SEMA. Now this first clip you're going to see is time-lapse footage of Chastin and Lauren Brand, husband and wife team, that are custom pinstripers. And they spent about 12 hours, minus a pizza break, hand striping, hand painting the name on my boat. And it came out phenomenal. I went with like an old school Atari look, like 8-bit graphics, because it kind of matched the name Game Over. And they pulled it off. Oh my god, it looks amazing. And if you ever need custom pinstriping work, the price was totally reasonable. They busted their asses, and they're truly good at what they do. You can find them on Instagram. I forget the name, but just look up Chastin Brand Custom Painting, and you'll find them. this last clip, it's down to the wire. I've hung around and tried not to touch the boat as much as I can while Chastin and Lauren were striping it. And they are finally finished, and now all of my buddies, all of my neighbors came over to help. I mean, my neighbor Bobby was polishing the stainless steel boat trailer. My buddy Robbie was over helping swap the wheels. Daniel Boshears was over here fabbing an alternator mount. David Newbern was working on the trailer. Jacob Davis. There was more. I'm sure there's more. Jacob's dad was here helping. I mean, we busted our asses, and we literally finished fabbing the cold side of the turbo system at 6 in the morning. Daniel grabbed all the parts, took them to his buddies, he powder coated them in one day, brought them back, and we slammed the boat together, and then it left. Jacob towed it to Holley's place in Kentucky. The guys at Holley plumbed the whole thing for me, and then they dragged it to Vegas because I was out filming Roadkill for a week. So although we had 3 weeks to build this, we really had less than 2 because I had to leave town. So here's time-lapse footage of the very end of the build, and then I'm going to show you how it turned out on the show floor. No fail. The boat's here at SEMA. This is insane, dude. I cannot believe something we threw together in less than 3 weeks actually is here in the Holley booth. And right now, you're going to get a look at what this looks like when it's SEMA good.